All
Hi,
right.
YouTube. No.
All right. So everybody crouch for demo at the start. I'm going to go out this way. This is a rollout way. Everybody else is going to go. I'm going to go this way. I'm going to go over the fence. I'm going to grab the pack down there. I'm going to slide right and do my spamming thing. You guys are going to come out this way, up through here, and the pocket. You should stop somewhere around here and get an arrow, and then you get a final buff. Go up top. Our scout, which is our combo scout, you're going to come up, be in the shack here, and just be ready to come on in if we're doing a lot of damage and they start retreating and come in for the fun. Both our soldiers are going to go up top, and I would say start off with our pocket up here, and then our roamer will be up here, and our flank scout will be up there. And basically, Sam, you're going to be about right here. This way you can see if they're bombing you, okay, and you can be given arrows. And if you need an arrow, like up there, and you're hurt, or whatever, just fall back, call for an arrow, Sam's arrow you right away. I'll do my spamming thing, and I'll be crouched right here. So Sam, as soon as you come around the bend here, go to your crossbow right about here, hit me with an arrow, and then go back to doing what you're doing. I would say leave your arrow out and look for them up there. They may need an arrow at that point.
Quick question. Which side of mid did you want me on as the roamer? Left or right?
Left side. So our scout, and you have to go right to the edge of this board to get back here. And then what I usually do is I empty my shot, pull back here, and then I reload, kind of hunch back down here. And then our soldier, our roamer, you can be a little more aggressive up here launching rockets. That usually what happens is they come out this side because they're doing the same kind of thing that we are. So I'll try to put stickies and things like that up here to help you guys with the top. But we need in our pocket, once you could do is once you're here and it looks safe, you could kind of edge, kind of come up here and just be ready to start putting rockets right there almost automatically, because you're more than likely going to have one or two of their players here, either their flank. At least one or two of them should be right here. So be good with calls. If you see like the soldier up top took 60 or whatever, that's kind of a focus call. So that way we can pick them off and start getting numbers. And then Sam, when you're not shooting arrows, I need a lot of the heals because yesterday I only got 14% both rounds. That's way too low. So I think that's one reason I didn't do too good, because I was dying too easy, because my health was dwindling too quick.
By the way, can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
So like Danny,
yes.
You know how I'm a shack? Like if a bomber is called out, you quickly, like, if you're not doing anything, focus on the bomber with me, because I would shred him more, and then you can immediately go back to whatever you were doing. And then they're a player down.
And that's a scout thing to try to stop the bomber too in this particular map.
I usually go up to the left side. Like right.
So you're flank though, right?
Yeah, I'm always.
Yeah, so you'd be up. You wouldn't be in the shack then. You'd be up here up top. So this would be Grandpa right here. So Grandpa, you're going to be the one that's going to be more watching for bombers than him. But like, still, he can help you.
Still help, yeah.
He should, yeah. But he won't be in the shack. He'll be up there.
Maury, where are you typically going to be? Are you going to be like on the point?
Yeah, what I do is I come here, I come out this way, and I start spamming the main with rollers. Okay, and then I fall back here, I reload, do another volley of rollers, and it depends if they roll out. Sometimes they roll out this side here and are pretty aggressive on that side. Other times they're right around main there. And then I'll see their soldier and scout usually up there, and then I'll go to stickies. I'll start putting stickies up there, or if after I do my first volley and I see they've got high ground, then I'll go right with my stickies right up top there, and then if I start doing a lot of damage, I see 50s and 100s, I'll start coming in and getting in their face. So if I start doing that, I need a beat on me. I need you to be, back here, but just keep far enough back where you can run, but keep that beat on me if I start getting aggro. Unless I get super far. I'd say you probably don't want to go any further than that yellow line at the mid.
Well, it
So
depends
just
on
use
how
that.
far. Like, if it depends on how the mid's going. If it's still contested, that I'm most likely will die if I go that far to that.
Well, I'm saying if they're backing out, like
Oh
through
yeah, if they're
here,
starting to back out.
and I
Yeah.
start getting right in their face. When I say get in their face, I'm not going to jump in between them with crossfire and all that. That means they're backing
Another
out, and I start.
question is, I typically see the demos. They like to put stickies at logs. I mean, you're saying that you're throwing rollers over that direction?
You mean up here?
Uh, no, like at Saw. I'm sorry, Saw.
Oh, saw.
Yeah, they like to put stickies at the opposite end of Saw, like near the entrance.
Like here?
Uh, no, like when they're rolling out, they like to throw stickies just usually on the wooden part of the porch, just out of sight.
Oh, up here you mean?
Let me show you. Just give me a
Sam.
second.
Sam, is this for when they're approaching mid or for when they're leaving mid?
When the rollout starts, you're on blue side, so give me a second. I'm coming to blue. Where are you right now? So this is what I'm talking about. So like the demo will roll out, and then they'll start throwing stickies. You know, they'll start putting like around here-ish.
Yeah, no, I put rollers there though, and
Yeah.
my rollers go further, and I can get more out quicker than stickies because stickies you have to prime,
Yeah,
and
I
they take
know.
forever.
And I'm just saying, I know that some demos, what they like to do is they like to charge up and then like throw like at least one, and then I don't know if you do that too. That you charge up.
Most
pace and
demos
those
stay
stickies-
back; they don't come up that far up
Yeah,
here.
well, I'm saying like you can still charge it up like when you're getting to around here-ish.
I could put one there as a deterrent,
Yeah.
and launch it, and then go to my rollers. But usually, I'm putting my rollers out as soon as I'm coming around here, and I'm in that roller mode, going for their
Yeah.
demo, because their demo's usually here too at the same time, and so we have a little bit of a demo war. And I try. Usually, you don't kill the demos on this map, and I just hunker back here, launch out more, and I put rollers out here as
Yeah,
a deterrent.
I was
Maybe I
just-
hit their med.
I was just curious because I always see like during like rollouts at demos, they're always throwing just everything, just stickies, and they never really put any rollers out, or at least I don't notice any of the rollers when I'm playing medics.
Yeah, because a lot of demos don't use rollers as much as I do, but I like using rollers. I
Yeah,
usually.
if it's working for you, then keep doing it. I was just curious.
Yeah.
That's all.
Now I'm more roller centric than most demos. It's just my play style, but it's a deterrent too. So if they're coming out here and a med takes a roller and a scout takes a roller, hey, they're going to come back and they're going to be passive. And then we get the high ground and we can be more offensive, and then also they're going to have fewer people getting health because our medic's retreating back here. Now, will I hit the med or not? Maybe, maybe not. It's probably a 30% chance. But when they come out here, if I nail him with a roller, then he's going to take 100. He's going to have to come back and be passive. And he can't get heals to those guys up there.
Yeah. Okay.
So then that puts us at an advantage. Go ahead.
Part of the reason that demos put stickies there are to like deter the enemy from even. Because if they can like land 2 stickies there, that's like a pretty big deterrent because you'll get a lot of damage done to you if you go near them.
Well, Scout will just pick them off as they come up. But that being said, usually the rollers are they're more apt to bounce around. And you're more apt to hit something with the rollers. I like putting stickies more on the high ground in this map, just so we can take high ground, because high ground's everything on this map.
Yeah, and I guess if they're pushing on the roof to you, maybe you could try to cut the roamers off. Maybe try to put some stickies where you think they would normally go, or
That's
they might try
over
to
here.
beat you. Yeah.
This is flank, and I usually do try to put some stickies up here after that. Unless I'm dishing out a bunch of damage, there with their med and some scouts, and you'll see them, they're all huddled up here because they're retreating, and that's when sometimes you get 3 picks right in a row when they're all starting to come back through saw. And mostly, not always, but mostly, they tend to come back through saw. Sometimes you'll see them retreating through lower, but not as common. And then basically, we'll put rollers down there as they're trying to egress, and sometimes they'll get a pick that way too. And same thing with our soldiers up top. You want to start launching rockets and stuff down there. Hey, if they back out, then that's a great deterrent. Once we're capping mid and they've egressed, then we need to look closely at numbers and then make a decision. Are we pushing in, or one scout cap, or are we going to wait? So we just kind of have to play that by ear. Okay, so positioning. Sam, if you're here and if you see a jumper, you need to be really loosey-goosey, you know, and even pop back through here. If you pop back through here, then it's up
I
to
could
our
get a
players
80.
to...
Sorry, Moy,
Go
but
ahead-
I was
go ahead.
about to say that we could get 30 right now if we want to.
You what?
Someone just added me about an 8.
Oh, 8:30? Okay. Go ahead and let me know.
You
Keep
wanna do it?
talking. Yeah, let's do it. We can do
Okay.
part 2.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do the rest of it later.
Okay, do we have it? Good to go?
Let
Yeah.
me send connect info.
Alright, then let's terminate
Damien,
Sam.
you get a message from them too.
Huh?
Look at your Discord. You might have gotten a message from them.
Okay, so you want me to stop
No.
the recording, Moy? I just
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm gonna delete
Alright.
my message.